But you see Lewis Skelly came in like defending him. Look at it. That's what I love this, because you know what? It got Haaland angry, because Haaland was like, who are you? Like, who are you? Like, I'm this big player, world-class striker. You're just a 17-year-old kid. Who are you talking to me? I love this, because you can see that he was frustrated of that. He didn't expect Lewis Skelly to be reacting like this, because he don't believe he's on his level. So I went to the barbershop at the weekend, and you know it's customary in the barbershop to be having a debate about football, right? And we were talking about Arsenal, and obviously I was with my kit, fully proud, you know, everyone's talking, and there was a debate came up about Gabriel and William Saliba and who was the best player in Arsenal squad. Everyone saying in the barbershop saying this is Odegaard, and some people saying it's William Saliba. So they asked me the question as an Arsenal fan. I said, listen, my favourite player is Gabriel Magalhaes. And this was before the City match. This was on Saturday and the City match was on Sunday. And I'm saying, it's Gabriel Magalhaes. And they say, why? So there was two sides of the table. There was one side that's saying that, listen, it's all about the eye test. And there's another side that's saying that it's all about the stats. And I'm saying that, listen, we need to merge them both. And merging them both, Gabriel Magalhaes is the best scoring centre-back in Europe, right? Last season, and so far this season, it's on a trajectory to be the same this season as well. And when you check on the blocks, the interception, the header, the clearances, Gabriel Magalhaes is on top in a lot of these things throughout the season in a lot of matches. And when you take a look at the eye test now, the reason why so many players hate Gabriel Magalhaes is because of he's a thorn in their flesh. If you look at even Haaland on Sunday, Haaland was not picking on William Saliba. He was not targeting William Saliba. You see him throw the ball in the head of Gabriel Magalhaes. So he tried to wind Gabriel Magalhaes. You see Kyle Walker poking him, pushing him, probing him before he scored the header. Everyone is taking a dig at him, and he's just brushing it off his shoulder. It's not affecting him. This is what I'm saying. No one's going to target you unless they see you as a threat. And everyone see Gabriel Magalhaes as a threat. So in return, I have to respect him. I have to see him as our best player, right? Especially our most valuable asset in terms of big moments in big matches. Because these Man City players are big matches or big moment players. And for them to be targeting Gabriel Magalhaes, even I see a confrontation between Bernardo Silva pushing Gabriel Magalhaes, like literally for no reason. Like everyone is just, all the City players are targeting him, and there's a reason for that. There's a reason why everyone's targeting Magalhaes. Magalhaes was just at the back watching, like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? And that's whenever you're that good, whenever you're doing something right, everyone is going to be turning against you from the enemy side, from the opponent side, and that's what happened. So big up to Gabriel Magalhaes, my skipper. I've been saying that from day one. He's my second skipper, I should say, because I don't want to basically disrespect Odegaard, because Odegaard is my skipper, right? But Gabriel Magalhaes, man, the fight, the passion, the love that he gives to the badge. Look at him pointing on the badge when he scored. The love he gives to the club, man. I feel it to my core. So I have to big up Gabriel's Magalhaes. Now, for all these fake narratives saying that Thomas Partey injured Rodri, look at this. Look at this. Look, slow down now. Look at this. Look at the altercation. That's a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge. That was a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge. Now, Rodri planted his foot wrong. Right, he planted this. Look at this, shoulder to shoulder. You see that step right there where Rodri done. He planted his foot wrong, and that's what tore his ACL. That look at this. Look, shoulder to shoulder. Keep watching. Shoulder to shoulder. Oh, don't block it, Kyle. Oh, Ruben Diaz. Look at that, shoulder to shoulder. You see that step now? That step right there is what tore his ACL. So I don't want to hear this fake narrative about Thomas Partey is a nasty player, is a dirty player. You guys have just been petty because what happened to Odegaard? You see what happened to you? Look what your player done in Kovacic last season. That could have led to Odegaard, big injury, broken ankle. I don't hear any City fans saying that, oh, that was a horrible challenge. No one was saying that. Yeah, I heard them say it's stupid because he could have got a red card. That's all they said. They didn't say it's stupid because he could have gotten the player injured. But a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge, you're going to start saying that Thomas Partey is a dirty player. Come off that, man. Now, this is what I was saying in my video yesterday. Look, Odegaard saying that against City, against the match last season, he didn't want to ruin the game. That's why he gave a yellow card to Kovacic, right? Even though that deserved a red card, that's a dangerous challenge, a broken ankle challenge. Now, against Arsenal, Trossard done a simple minor kicking the ball away, which I've seen City player done. Even Doku done it a few times in the match. Didn't receive a card, didn't even receive a warning. But Trossard received 2 yellows. Now I've got a video for you guys to listen. Listen to this video. Now let me preface this by saying this. I don't know if this is true. I don't know if this is factual, but I'm just giving you an insight to what others been saying, right? This person done his investigation and this is what he came up to. Listen.
This has blown my mind. Michael has a problem. September 2023, during the season, 4 Premier League referees are flown to the United Arab Emirates to referee an ADNOC game. Seems okay, yeah? Keep listening. They're paid £20,000. They're normally paid £1,500 for refereeing a match. This is where it gets very interesting. So ADNOC stands for Abu Dhabi National Oil Company. They sponsor the league and they have the name for the league. Who's one of their board members? The Man City chairman is one of the board members. So the Abu Dhabi National Oil Company is state-owned. Who is vice president of the state? The owner of Man City. This is where the 20,000 has been coming from for Michael Oliver to be paid to referee just one match. Oh yeah, it's worth mentioning, Barcelona were charged with paying off a referee. Obviously Pep was a manager at some point, but this was 2001 to 2018. It wasn't just Pep there. The director of football at Barcelona is the current director of football at Man City. Even if Man City have said absolutely nothing to Michael Oliver, they're just getting him out there to referee some games, surely he's going to have a slight bias to Man City. Let's take a look at some decisions this season. Wiped out Rice, then followed up and wiped out Odegaard. Didn't even get a yellow card, let alone a red. Doku with a karate kick on Alexis, no penalty. All of these are Michael Oliver. And this one, 0-0 in the FA Cup semi-final against Chelsea. Palmer hits a free kick, Grealish hand, moves towards the ball, it's a penalty. But the 4 match officials were the ones that got flown out to the UAE. And of course, no penalty was given. The thing is, he's basically on the payroll. It is a conflict of interest.
So big up the Arsenal TV hug, right? Arsenal TV hug. With that investigation right there. Listen, I'm one for conspiracy theories. I am one for it, right? And for me, this is all adding up, right? I'm not saying it's facts, but it makes sense. It makes sense with what this guy is saying. It does make sense. So I'll just leave that with you guys for you to form your own opinion, right? Now, I did say all of a sudden, everyone is going to be talking about David Raya being the best and this and that, right? Take a listen to this.
He's been Arsenal's player of the season so far. He's conceded 1 goal so far this season. That's from João Pedro in the game against Brighton. And there were question marks about whether or not Arsenal should have signed a goalkeeper last summer. It's been really, really impressive. And they've got a lot to thank him for already at the start of the season, Arsenal.
So impressive. And Mikel Arteta was asked, wasn't he, is he the best goalkeeper in the world?
Yeah, and we need to go back to last summer because Arsenal's recruitment strategy was questioned. They had Aaron Ramsdale, who was seemingly doing a decent job as Arsenal's number 1. But we can see what has happened and how Arsenal's defence has been fortified by bringing in David Raya as their goalkeeper. Aaron Ramsdale conceded more than a goal a game during his time as Arsenal's number 1, but we've already seen David Raya's impact as the Arsenal goalkeeper. Arsenal last season conceding fewer goals than anybody else, way more clean sheets than every other side in the Premier League. And when we look at his start of the season, this season in the Premier League, you can see just how impressive he has been when it comes to saves. 14th, his save rate of 93.3% is remarkable. Just that.
This is what I'm saying. The stats don't lie. So this is why we have to watch the stats with the eye test. Saves, 14 saves, which is 3rd. And you can't be watching that because guess what? The defense is so good that it doesn't get much chances to make much saves. So that's why it's been 14. If our defense was shaky and weaker, it would be making more saves, which would be number 1. But all the other stats is what counts.
Just that 1 goal conceded, I mentioned, by João Pedro in the game against Brighton. And a large...
Save rate, 1st. Goal conceded, 1st. Clean sheet, 1st. Catches, 1st. Errors leading to a goal, 1st. Everything is 1st apart from the number 1, right? So...
and a large reason why Arsenal did concede that goal is because they were down to 10 men because Declan Rice went off. 3 clean sheets already. Arsenal have shown already this season they're going to have the greatest defence in the Premier League this campaign. No errors leading to goals. And the catch is a good point here. I think that's one of the main reasons Arsenal look to bring him in from set pieces.
Facts.
He dominates that box. He always tries to claim the ball in really challenging areas. The next defence will come for Arsenal and the next challenge will be at the Etihad on Sunday. But he has kept out Erling Haaland twice before. He kept a clean sheet at the Etihad, so he looks to do the same this weekend. And who could bet against him, even against a man like Erling Haaland with 9 goals already this season?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, James.
So the stats might have changed because City scored 2 goals. But before this match, and as I said, that was a cheat. Yes, they scored. The first goal was a poor defensive play from on our part. But apart from that, and the second goal wasn't all that. But apart from those 2 things, and it's because we were down to 10 men, so I can't really blame that on David Raya or the defense. We were down to 10 men and we were defending for our lives. But apart from that, you see the stats, the best in the league so far. Before City match, best in the league so far. I'm saying that, listen, everyone is going to be shouting this guy's praise soon. Everyone is going to be singing his praise. That Mikel Arteta is a genius of signing this guy, when they were criticizing him a few months ago. So big up to David Raya for proving my manager right once again. Just like Kai Havertz done, just like Benjamin White done. Most players now, I believe that the percentage is like 90% of Arteta signing has proven him right to make those signings. The 10% is the players that he got in the beginning to propel us to start bringing in challenging for certain stuff and start bringing us to certain levels so we can sign bigger players, which is like Pablo Mari, Cedric Suarez, William, David Luiz, players like these. It's like a bridge, because the players that we had before were so rubbish that we needed to bridge it with some less rubbish players before we start getting quality players, and these players was bridging players, so I can't really use them as a benchmark of our Arteta signing. Those 10% was just, I would say someone that was in the 10% that was potentially one for the future was Sambi Lukonga. And I believe that he was a letdown, because even Vincent Kompany said that this guy was very promising. A lot of people saying that this guy was promising from Belgium, but he just didn't appear. He didn't perform the way that everyone thought he would. So apart from Sambi Lukonga, everyone else was a bridge player. So big up to Arteta, big up to David Raya. Now I want you to think hard about this. What do you think would happen if Mikel Arteta done this? What do you think would have happened? If Mikel Arteta celebrate from outside his box and receive a yellow card, if Mikel Arteta speak to the ref and receive a yellow card, if Mikel Arteta do a hand gesture and receive a yellow card, what do you think would happen to him if he done something like this against any opponent, even a high stake match, a high tempered match like against Man City? What do you think would happen? I leave it to you to do the imagination. Do that imagination and tell me in the comment box below, what do you think would have happened if Mikel Arteta done that? Now, once again, look what Ireland is doing right now. Look what Ireland is doing. If that was Arsenal player Kelly, don't be touching my manager. Don't do that. Big up Gabby J for defending. Just going to show you that. If that was one of our players, best believe that we've been punished. We would have been receiving a fine or something. Arteta can't control his players. That's what would have been said. Now, this is why it's very important to have die-hearted players at your club that come through the academy ranks. Now, look at this. First of all, Skelly was yellow carded on the bench. On the bench. I'm telling you, these guys have an agenda. He was yellow card on the bench for giving information. Cool, fair enough. But coming on the pitch, you see this. You see that he's one of his mates, one of his players, one of his compatriots is basically being bullied. I wouldn't want to say Gabriel Magalhaes is being bullied, but they're trying to rough him up. They're trying to do things to him, and he just cool taking it. He wasn't fighting back because he knows the plan. He knows what they're trying to do. So he just sat back and took it. But you see, Lewis Skelly came in like defending him. Look at it. That's what I love this, because you know what? It got Alan angry, because Alan was like, "Who are you? Like, who are you? Like, I'm this big player, world-class striker. You're just a 17-year-old kid. Who are you talking to me?" I love this, because you can see that he was frustrated of that. He didn't expect Lewis Skelly to be reacting like this, because he don't believe he's on his level. But I love the fact that Skelly don't care who you are. He doesn't care about your name, the branding. He doesn't care about anything else apart from defending his team and his teammates. Big up to Myers Lewis Skelly. You can tell that this guy's going to have a big future, because he understand the rivalry that's going on right now. He understand what's going on in terms of the North London derby and the derby with Man City, because right now there's a derby between Man City, and I love the fact Ireland and Gabriel Magalhaes is basically creating a deeper level of anger towards each other, because back in the days it was Man United and Arsenal, right, and Tottenham and Arsenal, and now it's like it's still Tottenham and Arsenal to a certain extent. Tottenham has fallen away, but now there's no Man United. Right now it's Arsenal against City, because it's like we overtaking Liverpool to challenge City right now. So it's Arsenal against City, and like for the past 3 matches, it's been flare-ups. And you hear Rodri taking digs. Now you heard after the match, Bernardo Silva taking digs, Kyle Walker taking digs, Haaland taking digs, and no Arsenal players taking digs at them. Like, they're fighting against us, but we're just watching them. We're just keeping an eye on them. It's like they're not City is not our main focus. Our main focus is to leave a legacy bigger than what the Invincible done. City's legacy right now, don't get me wrong, they got a very good legacy, but they feel threatened out of losing to us that legacy or that upper hand they have on the league. They feel threatened by us, and they're trying to hold it back with both hands. But Arsenal's like coming like a bulldozer, looking to break through, and they can sense it, and they're trying to fight back. While Arsenal players know that we're gonna go there very, very soon. So like we're not willing to antagonize you at your home. When you come to our home, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be chaos for you. So big up to Myers Lewis-Skelly. I love this from him. Big up to all the young players in the squad, showing the fight, showing the passion, showing the loyalty to the badge of the Arsenal. So this is what Mikel Arteta had to say about Nwaneri and Lewis-Skelly. Recent involvement. I'm very proud of them. They are dealing with a situation that probably they did not expect. They have had the chance to play in two of the most historic and difficult grounds in the Premier League. They both responded really well, and that's basically against Tottenham and Man City. That's what I was saying about Skelly not being phased about the occasion. When they kept coming on against Tottenham, not being phased, it's like they didn't care who you are. They know what they needed to do, and that's all that matters. And Arteta went down to say, what I've seen in that they have grown up in a really positive way to influence others, to raise the standards. They are responsible to carry others as well now. Their attitude has been superb. Now, for 17-year-old players to be responsible for carrying 30-year-old players, 28-year-old players, and even over 30-year-old players, that's big responsibility. At their age right now, can you imagine a few years' time how influential they're going to be to the team? How influential they're going to be even to younger players looking up, for coming from the academy squad, looking up to them saying that, listen, if these guys reach to this level, I can as well. Can you imagine what it's going to send throughout the club? The atmosphere, the love, the loyalty, because these guys came from the academy. And that's a big, big deal. To be homegrown in a club like Arsenal. We take these things seriously, and these guys are going to feel the love from us. And he goes down last to say, it's not easy when you have spent 5 weeks with the first team and then you have to start to play a different level. But this is where they are at the moment, and they are going to get more chances because they have conducted themselves in the right way in that sense as well. So big up to Myers Lewis-Skelly, big up to Nwaneri. Hopefully we get to see them in the Champions League, in the next Champions League match, or the League Cup match, I know we're going to see them in the FA Cup and the League Cup, but hopefully I want to see them in the first one of the season. I want to see them in the first League Cup and the first FA Cup. I want to see these guys in. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification bell and help me on my journey to 10,000 subs. Goodbye.